One Punch Man Chapter 210 of the manga is now out. We're going to discuss and we're going to talk about it because some crazy things happened in this manga chapter. So that's what we're going to do now. Just for context, I translated this myself, so it may not be 100% correct, but I believe at least 90% of it should be correct. So let's get into it right now. Alright, so we start off with this beautiful panel here with the shipping containers, with Blast on top, watching this fight go on. Beautifully drawn. And then we have Empty Void fighting someone there, and this person says that they appreciate the guidance that they have given him and calls Void Sensei. So this is already saying that Void is fighting someone else, like someone from his, clan, village, and that. And then you look at this panel right here where he's smashing Void into the shipping container. Drawn absolutely fantastic. Then they make the comment about Void's contributing to God's plan. So already we have that with Blast and sending one of his little attacks into them as well. So already some crazy stuff going on here. So I called this on TikTok. I said that this would be a backstory chapter where we go back and we learn about Void and Blast and their connection, everything like that. So I was correct on that one. So yeah, that's what this whole entire chapter is. So now we go to the next one, where we obviously have Blast ripping the arm off there with his attack, and then Void coming in and decapitating him there. And then we see Blast there with the cube, saying that he was chasing the cube and this guy. And this is where we see Blast and Empty Void standing there, beautifully drawn again. Blast saying, "You are strong. Who the hell are you?" And what is this strange appearance? Void is thinking like, I've never seen this technique before. Blast introduces himself as Blast and saying that he is part of the heroes, and that he's telling him that he's a hero and that he's going to have a professional hero system within 15 years. So Blast already trying to plant the seeds for Void to come over and become a hero. And then we get to the next bit where Blast asks him, this guy refers to you as a sensei, and this is where we find out it is a disciple from the village and Void is the leader of that village. And Void is now thinking, is Blast snooping around this village? Is he snooping around here, trying to figure it out? And then we get to the next one where Void talks about him being his disciple and his name is Stain. And then he suddenly turned into a monster. So he's upset. He's asking Blast to tell him about God. And that he shouldn't have hurt his disciple, and that he will take his revenge no matter what. So we're starting to get some more context to Void and just the anger that he has and why he feels like this. But upon hearing the situation, he accompanies Blast to go and find cubes. So then we get this beautiful panel of him sitting on a rock with the moonlight. It looks freaking fantastic. Blast is asleep. Then this girl pops down, and she says, "You called me, big brother." And this is Moonlight Luna. So this is Blast's sister. And then you get to the next one where not Blast's sister, sorry, Void's sister, where we get to Void saying that he has a mission for her to get close to Blast, and because he wants to find out what is behind Blast with the scientist guy, and he wants the technology and explore the veins of gold so that they can replicate it and put it in the village. So you can already see that he's got this thing that he wants from Blast, and he's willing to do whatever he has to, by even sending his sister in to get close. And then he says, "You should eliminate anyone that is unnecessary, at your command." And then we obviously have the wedding with Blast and his sister going on here. And Void's like, does Blast notice? Does he know? And then we come to the next one where he's like, I can't read Blast's eyes. And then a while later, his sister was actually killed. She died when a powerful opponent came in and attacked. Then they're obviously at the funeral here, and it's like Luna. That's what Void's thinking. And then obviously it's Maya. That's the alias that she's under. And then we just see how Void just does not care. He just does not care about anyone or anything at this point, because he just talks about getting killed for something like this. How pathetic. Void just violating his own sister there. And then he talks about the biggest the most important thing is this mission, because he was so close to getting to the scientist with there, and that he believes Blast purposely let his sister die because he wanted to eliminate the spy. So he's already in his head thinking this, and he thinks that Blast is doing a little bit too much to hide this fact. So Void may be losing his mind here. Obviously, we have this temple, that thing that they're going to, looks fantastic. And Void, again, just does not... He says, I don't get sentimental about my sister's death. You died simply because you were weak. Everything is your own responsibility. How incapable you are. Like, he's just destroying his sister right here. Because he's just like, you're weak, you died, I don't care. I'm not going to be there. And then Blast says to him, you look really bad. Like, are you okay? And then this is where Void says, you're in no position to worry about other people. And then we get the moment where everything starts crashing down, the statue crashing down, and the cube hits empty Void. Obviously, the next panel is he's on top of the cube, and his sister and his disciple are both standing there. And then the final panel is him saying, Luna, Stain, are they alive? And they say, brother, I have taken on a new mission here. To a new mission higher than that of a ninja. Freaking crazy. And then obviously down at the bottom there, to end it, we have Saitama saying that with Void's sword that he wanted a utility knife to cut the cardboards from the online shopping site, but he's got no place to store this sword. So this chapter gave us a lot of stuff and a lot of details about Void and his character, and how he is willing to do anything to get what he ultimately wants, which is getting to that scientist. And he was willing to sacrifice his sister in order to do that. But now that the cubes touched him and he's seen them and they talk about this new mission, this could change his thought process. Obviously, we're going to see more about this, but I don't think Blast knew about this. I don't. I think now that he's obviously with his move that he did last chapter, when they crossed in their minds or crossed in memories and anything like that, I wonder if he saw this. I wonder if Blast saw this and is now going to realize that he was just a pawn in a game. Like, they didn't really care for him. Or did his sister actually care for Blast? Like, there's just so many things that could be still answered here that we don't have the actual proper answer for. But again, another beautiful chapter. I really enjoyed this chapter, learning more about Void and where he comes from and the relationship he has with Blast. So he's not really buddies with Blast. He never was. He just used Blast to try and get something. So interesting. And then obviously the Saitama stuff at the end is going to be funny. So let me know what you guys thought of this chapter. Did you guys enjoy this chapter as much as the last one? Maybe not. Smash your thoughts down below. Where do you think we're going to go now into the next chapter? Are we going to get a Saitama fight with Void? That's the big question. So yeah, let me know. Smash that like button, click subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video. Until then, stay safe and peace out.